Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Aquarius, July 2020 for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars and Jupiter, in case you know your astrology well. I use Western astrology and I do use occasional oracle card next to the tarot, but I mostly concentrate on the tarot. And I also use my postcard system today, which is just postcards that I collect in art museums, and I use them for divination as well. So I try to do general readings so we can really apply them to more life situations. So if love comes up, I will talk about that. If the job comes up, I will talk about that, and career and finances, but I'm trying to reread it in a way that you can apply it to different life situations, and that I can help you unfold yourself and live your authentic truth. That is what I'm trying to do here. So if you want more in-depth readings, of course, love situations, partner readings, etc., you can order that via email, or you find a link to my webshop where you can order readings directly from my webshop. And also you can find, of course, my social media channels in the description box below. All the good things. So Aquarius, what is up with you? Let's have a little conversation. Here we have, for you, for all of us, we have the eclipse season right now, so that is a big deal. We had the solar eclipse in June that was on the 20th, 21st in Cancer, and then a new moon in Cancer, and then we now have a full moon in Capricorn, lunar eclipse on July 5th, and then we have another new moon in Cancer, which is quite, it's not that common, but the good thing is that the first new moon in Cancer is just a new moon without eclipse, without anything. It's just a new moon in Cancer, so we can really emotionally restart and reset and have a new cycle that's starting, because now we are really getting rid of a lot of baggage here. Oh, wow, yeah. And we have still a lot of, okay, there is a whole story for you. We have a lot of retrograde planets and a lot of tension still, of course, with this Pluto and Saturn going back into Capricorn. So there is stuff going on. I will not go into detail, but I will look at the cards, and if something is coming up, then I will talk about it. All right. Let's see, there is some stuff coming up. Oh, the Chariot in reverse, 9 of Wands. Okay, so there is a feeling and a sense of stuck here with the Chariot in reverse, definitely for you, Aquarius, and I think it might have to do with something in the past that you're not necessarily seeing, maybe, or not looking at, or you feel like you don't have to look at it because we have this still closed. So I feel like something is holding you back that you might not have realized yet what it is, something from the past. And with the 9 of Wands in reverse, it's the same theme, you know. It feels like there is something not fully integrated yet that can actually help you move forward into a new direction. And there is still some anxiety and still some a little bit of restriction, a little bit of a block when it comes to just taking a step into the unknown a little bit. And there's I feel like there's an underlying fear here that is not yet fully uncovered. But we're going to look at this card in a second. It really takes its time. It doesn't want to open up. I see here we have the Sun, which is a great card. I see here that light is gonna come into this issue because I think it's really an issue. There's something that you're not seeing, or that you don't want to look at, or that not necessarily want to, but it's hard to look at, you know, or it's hard to understand, hard to put the spotlight on. The sun will do that job. And I think maybe when sun is going into Leo, then this will be even a little more easy for you, and you will master, because we have the Queen of Wands here, which is wonderful, and it's also talking about Leo, so maybe you have to do with a fire sign, with a Leo, or with a Sagittarius, or with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or you yourself are in that energy, and that's what I see, what I'm trying to read here. You using this Queen of Wands energy to really go after what you want, to really feel that spark again, to be that boss bitch, I would say, or that boss that is really going after the things you want to achieve, and you're not stuck in your head anymore in this thinking energy. I feel like you're really mastering right now the moving into action away from thought. It still applies, you still need to apply a little bit of an oomph moment with the Chariot, because I think there's this gap that is hard to overcome. But let's now look at what might hold you back here. Well, the Four of Swords. Okay, I think there has been, up to now, up to this moment, a lot of mental detox, I want to call it, with the Four of Swords. And in this mental detox, I think when you go back into those states where you feel like you really cleaned your mind and you really did some mental preparation for what's to come, there was definitely moments where you felt like, this is the truth, this is my truth, this is my truth that I want to live out. You might have lost it in the process, because those moments maybe didn't feel that much like work, but actually you did a lot of inner work. So think back on the moments in the last couple of weeks where you relaxed, where you had a good time, where you just hung out, where you didn't even think about certain new journeys, or where you just really took some downtime. What was going through your mind then, when your mind was really relaxed? Because there, I think, lies the truth, and this is a truth that you still need to integrate. That's one of those swords here, and those truths also kept you from doing things. They're cutting into this hand, but that was necessary back then. You know, that was necessary back then to just keep still and to rest and to not do things with your hands and to not work and to not be hands-on. Now it's really not so much about being afraid of being hands-on. It's more about a little anxiety when it comes to taking a step into the unknown, I think. So let's see what the affirmators have to say. Sanctuary. See, and that's where you went in the last couple of weeks, and it's fine. You're coming out of it naturally. I don't think you have to force it. There's still mental integration that you have to do, and I think you do it best while you are resting right now. So Sanctuary, good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip, or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath or a normal-sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. So water, go to water. But yeah, it's really about still allowing yourself to rest, because in the calm moments you will also learn how to lose that anxiety to step into something that you're not fully able to plan out mentally yet, because that's a Aquarius move very much, to plan out the strategy and all the steps, and then you're 1,000 steps ahead, but then you didn't even know anymore how to step into the first one, because it becomes so big, this whole picture that Aquarius is thinking, that the start is making you anxious. So calm down, take your time, take a bath, take some downtime, go to water, and let the meditative states and the mental states prepare you for the next step and not for the next 10 steps. And I think then very naturally you will find end of July, maybe end of July, you will very naturally find this spark again to act in the right moment, because that's also what the Queen of Wands is doing. She's acting in the right moment. She's not acting too early or too late. So I will pull another card from the postcards. So these postcards, I just collect them when I go to museums. I'm an artist as well. And then what inspires me and what speaks to me I take with me, or some people also send me postcards. There's some from other people. Okay. Oh, that's a wonderful one. It's called, it's from Alexei von Yavlinsky, Girl with a Flower Head, early 20th century. So this looks very much like being calm and inwards and fruitful at the same time. So I feel like there's fruitful possibility in thinking. Also the head represents thinking in a way. So if you calm your mind right now, if you calm yourself down and don't pressure your mind, then truth and light will come to you. That's the Four of Swords very much. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for listening, subscribing, liking, and please leave me a comment. Please leave me a thumbs up if you like those videos, and please also share with colleagues and friends if you think that could be helpful for friends of yours or people you know. And please help me to spread this, because it's really hard, to be honest, to spread in the English speaking realm. So if you really like those readings, and if you like what I'm doing here, and if you think this is different and people should watch this, then please help me spread those videos. And if you want a German reading or a German video, then you can go to my channel and also check out the German readings that I do there. I do a lot of live readings in German, and I'm also doing pre-recorded birthday readings and such. So yeah, thank you for listening, thank you for being here, and I hope you have a great July, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.